here's something that'll make your jaw drop. Companies are burning through 193,000 euros just to set up AI compliance. And most of that money is being completely wasted because they're doing it wrong.
That's a staggering amount. What exactly are they getting wrong?
Well, it's like they're buying all the ingredients for a gourmet meal but cooking each one in a different kitchen. These ISO standards, 42,001, 23,894, 5,259, and others, were actually designed to work together as one integrated system.
So you're saying companies are basically paying multiple times for the same work?
Exactly. And here's the wild part. Most consulting firms don't even own the actual standards documents. They're charging 50,000 euros per assessment while working from summaries and secondhand interpretations.
Hold up, how is that even possible? Wouldn't they need the actual standards to do their job?
You'd think so. But the complete set of standards costs about 1,600 euros, and most consultants just don't buy them. They're essentially charging premium prices for incomplete knowledge.
So walk me through how these standards are actually supposed to work together.
Think of it like a three-layer cake. At the bottom, you've got ISO 5259, your data quality foundation. We're talking 9 specific dimensions: completeness, consistency, currentness, accuracy, precision. Each one has actual measurable metrics.
And I'm guessing these metrics connect to the other standards somehow?
Oh, you better believe it. Every single metric maps directly to risk factors in ISO 23,894. So if your data completeness score is low, that automatically triggers what's called data and input risks. It's like dominoes falling in perfect sequence.
That's actually pretty elegant. What happens next in the sequence?
Well, those risk categories then drive your testing priorities under ISO 42119-2. Like if you've got high severity accuracy risks, the standard tells you exactly which tests to run. And here's where it gets really interesting. All of this feeds into ISO 42001, which acts like the conductor of this regulatory orchestra.
You know, when you explain it that way, it seems obvious that these should work together. Why isn't everyone doing it this way?
Laughs. Follow the money. Big consulting firms can charge 30 to 50,000 euros for each separate assessment. Why sell one integrated solution when you can sell 5? Plus, and this is crucial, most companies don't realize these standards have normative references to each other.
What's a real-world example of how this integration works?
Let's take a credit scoring AI system. First, you run your data quality assessment and find your completeness score is at 72%. You've got consistency issues with income verification, and your employment records are outdated. Those findings automatically map to specific risk categories, which then determine your testing approach.
And I'm guessing this integrated approach saves both time and money?
Oh, the difference is massive. What traditionally takes 8 to 12 weeks can be done in days. A full data quality assessment, 90 seconds. Risk categorization, 2 minutes. Test plan generation, 5 minutes. We're talking about turning a 50,000 euro project into something that costs a fraction of that.
This feels like one of those situations where the solution was hiding in plain sight all along.
Exactly right. And with the EUA IACT requirements kicking in, getting this right is more critical than ever. Companies need to understand that compliance isn't about ticking boxes. It's about building a living system that actually works.
So, what's the key takeaway for companies facing these compliance challenges?
Look, the future of AI governance isn't about treating each standard as a separate checkbox. It's about understanding how they were designed to work together. When you get that right, you build something that's not just compliant, but actually protects you from regulatory risk. And you save about 190,000 euros in the process.
That's quite a compelling argument for taking a step back and rethinking the whole approach.
And that's really what it comes down to. Sometimes you need to step back to see the full picture. These standards are like puzzle pieces that were meant to fit together. When you understand that, everything else falls into place.